If you are tongue-tied, that means your breathing is compromised. Therefore, your brain doesn't get all the oxygen that it needs, and that affects your sleep. If you don't get the health benefits of a restorative sleep, then your immune system is weakened. You're not able to deal effectively with traumatic events that happen during the day, and you wake up in the morning not refreshed, not with the energy that you need for a productive day. Sounds like struggle? Well, yes, it is. Do you want it for yourself, for your child, for your loved ones? I'm Liuba Limke, and if you think it is okay for life to be a little bit easier, let me explain how all of this goes together. The tongue is the second muscle that develops in an embryo. First is the heart, second is the tongue. As the embryo grows, there is a string of cells growing downwards, and they are part of what eventually will form the diaphragm, our main breathing muscle. Initially, there's something like a web between the tongue and the diaphragm. If it does not dissolve, we will not get a long enough flexible connection, but instead we end up with something like a tight bungee cord. This bungee cord is part of the body fascia. Picture this like a well-fitting suit that runs in several layers within our body, connecting everything to everything. That means your tongue is indeed connected to your big toes. Restrictions in the fascia at any place trigger compensations elsewhere in the body. As you know, we can be without food for 30 days, without water for 3 days, but without oxygen only for 3 minutes. If you are tongue-tied, your diaphragm does not work optimally. Therefore, you don't get enough oxygen. Of all the organs, your brain is the one that needs the most oxygen, about 20%. And the brain is particularly active during certain phases of sleep. But it can only do its job with fuel. It needs oxygen. Sleep is much more than just a time to rest our physical body. For children, it's the time for growth and development. Sleep is an opportunity to recover from traumatic events. It's the time to clear out toxins. It strengthens our immune system. And it restores our energy so that we have fuel for the day. But all of this can only happen if we can breathe well. Watch out for symptoms related to tongue ties. Snoring, noisy breathing, mouth breathing. Restless sleep, daytime sleepiness, hyperactivity or reduced attention span. Allergies, narrow dental arches, crowding of teeth. If you think it's okay for life to be a bit easier, you may want to know more. How can you assess for a tongue tie? What treatment options are available? How do you find professional help? I explain all of this and more in my free report, Tongue Ties, Why They Matter.